If you bought a YouTube automation course from a master guru on Instagram and you didn't get the results you expected, you didn't get the views, you didn't get monetized, watch this video. And that's because we discovered a new way to approach YouTube automation. And this is information that you're not gonna find anywhere else. So if you still have access to that failed YouTube channel, this is for you, primarily for you. So let's just get started.
My name is Mario. I'm Romero's brother, and this right here is my faceless YouTube channel where I covered news about rappers. Now, since it started, it has gotten 57 million views, over 140,000 subscribers, and this has paid me over $297,000. But here's a secret. This channel should not have survived the demonetization wave in early 2024. Over 90% of faceless channels that were covering gossip news were either demonetized for inauthentic content or terminated for spam and deception. And the only channels that survived the purge were channels like mine. And what we did to survive this purge was something the competition cannot replicate. Now let me explain. This channel here started completely faceless. AI voice, AI script. It worked. But after years of automating my production, I asked myself, well, why not use my own face? Why not use my own voice? Why not just use AI for the logical part of production, but show my face, use my voice, and build my own personal brand? Now, the first thing you might think when hearing this is, this is too cringy for me. I can't do this. I can't be in front of the camera. And I completely understand that thought process. I was the same way. But look at this. This was my first video where I showed my face and used my voice. It got 44,000 views. It gave me 159 subscribers, and it had a 4-minute average view duration. This was a huge confidence boost for me. Not just that, but the RPM didn't change. I had a $7 RPM for this video. I was still using the same production system that I previously was using, except this time I was just being myself. At first I couldn't believe it, so I decided to double down and I posted another video. And this one got 72,000 views. It got me 203 subscribers and paid me $630. After this, I felt confident. I thought this only worked because it was faceless. I thought this only worked because we were using AI. And it turns out it doesn't matter. So the next time I uploaded, I did something different again. This time I didn't use AI, I didn't show my face, but I only used my voice. And this video ended up getting 416,000 views, got me over 1,000 subscribers, and paid me $3,377. So then I tried it again. And then that worked. And I tried it again and again and again and again, and it clicked to me. This is saving me so much time. I'm no longer spending money on editors. I'm no longer spending money on 11 Labs credits. My production costs went from over $100 per video to basically nothing. But here's the best part. I was no longer worried about getting terminated. The more I showed my face in every video, the more I used my own voice, the less fearful I was about getting terminated. The edits were simplified. I was no longer spending money on AI credits. Everything became so much simpler than it was before, and I was still implementing AI, which brings me to say that the new strategy in 2026 is creating a hybrid method.
And what that means is either two things. Number one, you can start a YouTube channel completely faceless. And once that channel gets monetized or starts picking up in views, you start posting videos where you show your face. Or option number two, which is the OG hybrid way. Let's say you post 4 videos a week. You make 2 of those videos faceless and 2 of those videos hybrid, where you show your face. And that's the beauty of this. You don't have to show your face in every single YouTube video.
And the best part is you don't even need fancy equipment to get this started. For example, I'm recording this on my phone. All you gotta do is pick a niche,
then create the script, but don't worry, I got you. On the screen right now, you're going to see a prompt that you're going to feed Claude. As you can see, there's bold text there at the beginning. Go ahead and insert your video title there, copy paste part 1 into Claude, then do part number 2, and then part number 3. And once you do that, Claude is gonna give you a full original script.
In step 2, instead of throwing it into 11 Labs, what you're going to do is either A, talk it into your microphone, or B, talk it into your phone. After this, you're going to overlay what you say with simple video edits. Step 3 is entirely up to you. It depends on what path you want to go through. You don't have to close yourself into just using AI tools. There's a bunch of different ways to go about this. And all of these different methods are explained in Views for Income, where I teach you my exact blueprint on how I start my hybrid channels. That includes basics like setting up OBS, camera, lighting, and editing, and specific strategies for hybrid videos. And basically everything I've learned over the past 7+ years of being a full-time YouTuber. Something really interesting that me and my brother realized is that there's not a community that actually teaches you how to implement these two different YouTube content creation strategies into a single place. Now, I know this sounds way too much like a pitch. The main purpose was for you to subscribe to my channel, where I'm going to be giving out free sauce on how to start hybrid channels.
Now, it's very important that I mention that faceless YouTube channels still work. It just doesn't work for everybody. Before I started this YouTube channel where I showed my face, dude, I never thought anybody would watch the videos, because that's how I am, okay? And that's how I decide what videos I'm going to watch. If the person's face pisses me off, I'm not watching it, right? And I'm sure you guys that are looking for YouTube information, you feel the same way. I know I have one of those faces. It just doesn't piss off all of you. And that's all I need. No matter what you look like, no matter how you talk, there is always going to be a corner on YouTube for you. Because dude, there is a shit ton of people out there. And it's only really scary the first 2 times you do it. After you do 2 videos, it's kind of like whatever. And you know, this is always something I wanted to do, where I would move a little bit away from faceless and kind of just teach how to do YouTube in general. Because yes, we've gotten hundreds of millions of views with faceless channels, made millions of dollars, but my brother, on the other hand, he did something I didn't think was gonna work. But yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. But again, all of that is covered in the school community. You can also subscribe to his channel. He's gonna be dropping free sauce for you guys in there and explaining a little bit more about how this works. I think this is a great addition to the community and for just YouTube in general. Because for some reason, nobody really teaches it this way.
All right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMM Shiba and SMM Dodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here. And this should be already fine. 2014, 2017. Yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm. And now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right. The order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.